Welcome back to the World Go Channel. I'm your host and self-appointed Go evangelist, James Story. Today's video is one that I'm really excited about. I've been looking for the variation of this Joseki for years. It's the 3-3 invasion of the 4-4 point standard variation, but with a bad Hane by black. It's a premature Hane. I finally found it in this magazine here, Go World Summer 2000. And so without further ado, let's get to it. We're going to use this stone here just to keep our reference point where the 4-4 point is. White does a 3-3 invasion. Black blocks one side or the other. White extends. Black Hanes. White tries to crawl out underneath. Black extends. White extends again. And now the honest move is this move here. All right, but that's the standard variation. But if black gets greedy and plays this move, we're going to use that marked stone there to show you the greedy move, then white is going to cut here. Black cannot come up here, obviously, because white extends out, and then white has this Atari and capture, right? So if black protects against that, then white can come back here, Atari this stone. Of course, any stone that's in Atari at the edge of the board is going to get captured. So white would have stolen the corner and gotten out one way or the other. So when white plays this move here, black cannot Atari this way. They don't want to do this either because, you know, why would you do this when you can just play this and not let white get up to the third line there? So when black does this move here and white cuts, this is bad. This is bad. Well, it's all bad, but what my opponents usually do is they extend out here, and then I'm kind of going like, okay, well, now what do I do? You know, haven't seen this in a Joseki book before. If white comes up, and black's going to protect this cutting point, then what does white do? Attack from this side? That just never worked out well for me. Well, that's not what white does. That's not what white does. When black plays here and white cuts and black extends, white comes around this side over here. All right, and now black really needs to protect this cutting point with this move. That's the honest move. But that would allow white to get out this way. White will have stolen the corner and gotten out. Black needs then to also play this move to get rid of the weaknesses. But black is not, usually black doesn't do that because black doesn't understand that this is a bad Hane, and they try to get greedy and try to crush white in the corner. White can, of course, play this and just go into a standard corner formation and be alive. But to really punish this move here, it's an Atari. Black extends out, white extends out. Okay, and now white has this threat, Atari, and a ladder. So before white starts this, they need to make sure that this ladder is favorable for white. Otherwise, they can just come back and protect back here. So at this point, black needs to defend against that, and this doesn't work because white's going to go Atari and start the ladder, right? And neither does this move because white will happily Atari from this side, Atari again, and when black connects there, now white can start the ladder once again. So black has to play kind of a strange move, and that is they make an empty triangle like this. All right, and that way, when white Ataris this way and black extends up, they put these stones in Atari, and when white extends out, black isn't in a ladder, and they have time to turn here and attack these stones over here and get out of the ladder. All right, so what white does first, instead of playing this move, is they go Atari this side, and black connects, so black's ending up with this dumpling shape, you know, a big bulky shape that doesn't have any eye space. White then needs to come back and play the honest move with this move right here. And now white has the threat of Atari, black extends up, and white can simply net these stones. So at this point, black, to prevent that, owes this move here. So if this ladder works for white, that's really good because they'll probably end up, you know, capturing either these stones or these stones. So that would be really good. But white can come back over here first, and they can play this move here or this move. The difference is this move works to kill black in the corner, capture all their stones, if this ladder works for white, if this ladder right here works for white. Okay, then white will play this move. All right, they'll play this move here, and I'll show you that in this variation. If it doesn't work for white, if that ladder doesn't work, then white can play here, and white will get seki in the corner. And I'll do that in another video because that'll take a little bit of time. But white plays here. Black doesn't cut across the waist of the knight's move. First, black comes here. White ataris. Black captures, and white extends out. And now white has a live shape in the corner. If black plays here, white ataris. Black extends out, and white can play this move here because to make two eyes. All right. If black already had a stone here, for example, they wouldn't be able to do that, but they could do this. Atari, black goes to here to prevent white from making two eyes. White takes, black goes to here to take the vital point of the bent three, but white can come here and make two eyes. So this shape here, as it stands, is a live shape. All right. Now black cuts across the waist of the knight's stones, the knight's relationship of these two white stones, and white plays this here. Okay, so now what does black do? Okay, black can't forcibly live, and they can't forcibly kill white in the corner, and they can't forcibly get out this side. But each one of those moves that they attempt to do this is a co-threat. So black's going to end up with 6 co-threats here in the corner. So here's the first one. This is the most severe. If black can capture these 2 stones, they will have recaptured the corner. This will be connected to here. They'll be alive. They'll have a very strong shape. These white stones will still be okay. They can simply play here and get an eye each here and here. This stone can't escape in the ladder. Black does get a ladder breaker somewhere down that side of the board. But these stones are white are pretty strong. Even if black has a stone there, these stones are going to be okay. But here's the first co-threat. All right. Here's the second co-threat. Actually, here's the second co-threat. All right. White plays here. Here's the third co-threat. They want to make sure that white can't play. They play this stone so that white can't play here. All right. Here's the third co-threat. White plays there. Here's the fourth co-threat. White captures. Here's the fifth co-threat. And white plays over here. White's now alive. Here's a sixth co-threat. Okay. White captures. Here's a seventh co-threat. Okay, I was wrong. There's more than 5. 7. And then here's an eighth co-threat. So you can see white gets to capture these stones, but they have to suffer 8 co-threats. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stones that they're going to capture. Just to that'd be 20 points, 22, about 22, 23 points there in the corner that they'll get. But they give black 8 co-threats. Okay, their only save is that if this works for this ladder here, works for white, then that's pretty good too. So that is the that variation. It's kind of complicated, but if you play through it a couple times and you try to understand the meaning of each move, I think it'll make sense to you. Like again, once again, if you like what you see, please give us the thumbs up and consider subscribing and play back through this video more than once and get your stones out and play with them, because that is really the only way that you're going to remember these Josekis. Okay, it's the only way that I can remember these Josekis. Anyway, thanks again for watching the World Go channel. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.